overall, I feel like this is kind of a weird argument because I keep going back to the idea that I can't know things, which is a hard thing for me to understand. It's not hard for me to understand, but it's kind of hard for me to accept. It's hard for one to accept that you can't know anything. And it's hard for me to accept that I can't say that I know that God exists. God exists, okay, that's the strongest belief one can ever have is the belief that I have in God's existence. And things like religious experience are things that make something like that, make a belief like that stronger, and make you confident in that belief enough that you would bet on things. But all this betting on certain beliefs, in how confident you are in a certain thing, it's regardless of how strong, it's still speculation. But I'm skeptical about colors. I'm skeptical about shapes. I'm skeptical about sizes and things too. About metaphysical entities like particulars, like this cup here. I'm skeptical about the size, the color, and the shape of it. If they're given that there's any real ontological validity in that anyway. But what I'm thinking here is that there is a way to, metaphysically, there is a way to, just like religious experience makes you feel more strongly and more confident in a belief. There's a way, I think, to metaphysically make you feel more strongly about a belief, about a certain particular that you believe to have ontological existence. For instance, I believe that the visual sense is what consciousness rests on the most, and therefore it has the most distortion. It causes the most problems for the mind, because consciousness is so distorted, and consciousness, I think, rests on the visual senses of what's out here. Meaning that it's hard to verify things you see, which makes, I think, it even worse that I don't know if this is blue. But let's say I think of a metaphysical entity like money. I can see this money. I can see this is, I don't know how much it is. Let's say I think it's $1, but it's 10. But let's say I think this is a dollar bill. It looks like it's green, and it looks like it's kind of a beige kind of tint. Maybe some darker hues on it. I think this is $1. This is some sort of dollar bill. I can't. And I think that with the other four senses, you can make yourself feel more strongly about your visual belief, things that you come to believe visually. If I come to believe that this is a dollar bill of some kind, let's say I'm kind of skeptical about it because I can see that this is this is some kind of dollar bill. I can see that, but I'm kind of skeptical about it, and I want to verify it further. Now let's use the feel, the touch. It feels like it's, let's say this is in my pocket and I can't even see it. It's in my pocket. I can feel it. Let's say I'm looking for some money in my pocket and I have some other papers in there. I can feel some other papers in there, so I actually do have some other papers in there. I can feel the difference between those other papers and this bill. I can feel that this has a certain texture to it, a certain feel to it that makes it different, makes it more distinct from other pieces of paper. So I have one reason to feel more, to have a more strong belief that this is a dollar bill of some sort. Again, I mean, we're still speculating, even though I'm using the five senses to feel strongly, to verify, to somewhat verify my visual senses. There's still no knowledge here. There's still no proof. There's no justification of what I'm seeing here. We're still having a speculation here, even though if I can verify, if I can take if I can take my visual perception and connect that with some of my other senses, if I can connect those two, I can, you know, prove. I mean, if I can look at this and say this looks like a dollar bill of some sort, and I can put it in my pocket, compare it to some other papers, feel this is a dollar bill. I can have a belief more, just that much more strongly, that this is a dollar bill of some sort. You know, that helps, because you have a connection of like half proof from one sense to another. This helps. This takes you from one level to another in your speculation, even though you can't know. I might be holding up a piece of paper that I cut out. I don't even know. Even though it kind of feels different, I could have made it that way. Furthermore, let's see. That was touch, smell, hearing. Okay. This is kind of a weird one here. Here's a different sense. Here's a newspaper. Just like, again, I can feel different texture between this and the newspaper. Let's say I'm gonna close my eyes and close all my other senses, you know, kind of listen to what this sounds like when I crinkle it. And then what this sounds like. To me, this has a rougher or a smoother texture to it. A smoother texture than a dollar bill is supposed to have. A dollar bill is supposed to be something that is tougher to withstand a lot of damage that it might go through from being exchanged from one place to another. If I crinkle this, my ears. It sounds like it's more rough. I mean, and I can connect my feeling senses to my hearing senses. I can feel this paper, and I can feel this newspaper. I can feel this. One feels rougher, the other feels smoother. One sounds smoother, the other sounds rougher. So, and then another one. That's sight, touch. Sight, touch, hearing. Then we have smell and taste. Let's first smell this paper. Like again, newspaper has a certain smell to it, you know. It does. It doesn't smell like a dollar bill. I mean, if you even have a dollar bill with you as you're watching this, take one out. It has a smell to it. It smells like dirty something, you know. It smells like dirt, kind of. It has a smell to it. So if I connect all of the senses I've previously used right now, I can feel very strongly that this is a dollar bill and this is not. And again, we're still speculating. Another one we could do is we could do taste. I mean, I can taste this paper here, because I'm confident that it's not dirty, because I'm actually not very confident, because it kind of came from inner city Omaha, and inner city Omaha is kind of a dirty place, and I would not want to taste this. let's compare something else. Like, let's say, let's say I have a Dorito, a chip, and I have a tortilla chip, which are very similar in texture, I think. And kind of feel the same way, but they look very different. And I think with taste, you would be able to feel a little bit more strongly about which one is which. You can verify things you can have a half-proof verify things from one sense to another. But yeah, I don't know. That's a bit of a way out of skepticism, but still, always, I think it's always going to be speculation. Always. You're not going to have knowledge. I feel bad to say that, but it's true. And again, if you have any counter arguments to my skepticism, idealism thing, please say so.